when I'm can't sleep at night, I'm just thinking about like how can we save ourselves as a species?
Burn it all down and start over?
I don't know.
Who wants to explain for viewers the concept of the show within the show
I can do it.
and where you got the idea for the Pink Opaque?
The Pink Opaque is a TV show from the 1990s. It's about two best friends. They meet at summer camp. They live across the county from each other, but they have a psychic connection, and they help each other each week fight a new monster who's trying to trap them in an evil hell dimension called the Midnight Realm. It aired for 5 seasons on the Young Adult Network and is a beloved 90s supernatural girl power TV show. The show is sort of an amalgamation of a lot of the shows that I grew up watching as a kid, everything from Alex Mack to Buffy the Vampire Slayer to Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Does that show like bring up anything from your like childhood or watching shows? Like where does it fit on like what you would watch?
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Definitely I would watch. Goosebumps, I would watch.
Hannah Montana.
That's not really the same.
Just to complete the trilogy.
Feels the same to
Do
me.
you remember that movie, the Disney Channel original movie, Don't Look Under the Bed?
No.
Okay, well,
I lived
it reminds me of that too.
I was gonna ask why the 90s, but I suppose it's because for you there's a nostalgia element.
Yeah, I grew up in the suburbs in the 1990s. I think actually like a very specific time, my parents' generation, I think fully bought into this like Reagan era idea of like a white flight out of a working class background into this like nook where you can be quote unquote safe, but safe can also mean homogenized and repressed. So yeah, just reflecting back on like my gaze on my own childhood now that I've, understood myself as pretty intrinsically different than the image of normal that was sold to me.
What did you connect to from either your own upbringing or current day? Like what kind of was top of mind as you were on set every day for you?
I was raised in a really queer, really freaky like art family, and I think I was instilled with a lot of like freedom to be strange. And I felt that through this film, it was really important for me to communicate that to people who don't know or who have been told repeatedly that it's not okay to be strange. And so I kind of wanted to like use the energy of the film to like break into people's psyches and like kind of allow them to like pervert themselves more freely.
I had a lot of fight growing up, and although I had to fight a lot, I'm grateful for my ability to push through and survive, and I wanted to examine like what it looks like when you don't have that sense of fight, when you really are at the hands of your environment, even though it's wasting you away, how you'll still kind of succumb to conformity just because it's less tragic than defying it.
If you guys are like up in the middle of the night, what is it that keeps all you up at night? Like
the anticipation of things to come. I'm a very impatient person, and so I find that like I'm always like, let's just go. And so when I have to wait, it really drives me crazy. And I feel like sleeping is waiting.
I feel like very anxious to dismantle Empire. This movie feels like it has that in it. Like I feel like this movie is like gut scream, and so when I'm can't sleep at night, I'm just thinking about like how can we save ourselves as a species?
Burn it all down and start over.
I don't know.
I think about how the trick is played where we are made to desire our own repression